has been. I have been ruminating a lot inside my head about where I even want to go with this channel, what I want to film, what I could possibly film, and I'm tired of thinking about things, and I just want to start doing things, especially when it comes to my endeavors creatively. Long-winded way of saying I am back. I'm gonna start making content again. also saw that this whiskey, but I haven't really gone back since. Not from a bad experience, just from liking tequila and vodka more. Okay. Looks like that. Then we're gonna pour some of our simple syrup. We're gonna do 2 shots of that. Okay, it was actually 3/4, so I'm gonna pour a little bit out. Okay, we're gonna do 1/2 ounce. We're gonna do 1/2 lemon. That's our drink. A seed went in there. No. We're just gonna let it be. Just let go. I feel like I might really like this. It's kind of like a tea, like an iced tea. Okay, lemon, and we're gonna slice a orange slice to put inside. Although it's a little like empty, I feel like it's like halfway full, but it says it's right, so maybe just the ice needs to melt a little. I don't know how to slice an orange, honestly. These are actually clementines. So juice. I don't think you're supposed to juice clementines, but it's fine. It's fine. It's like getting everywhere. Oh. Okay. Should I fill it with water? I don't know. Alright, let's try it. I'm scared. It's delicious. Whiskey is really strong, so if you don't like strong, like liquor flavors, whiskey sour, not the one for you. I kind of like it though. Like it's kind of a vibe. Look how cute it is. Okay, we're gonna watch the movie, and I'll let you guys know what I think. Cheers. Hey. Okay. Before you watch this, just remember I was 2 whiskey sours deep. Okay, so I'm rambly, I'm drunk, I'm annoying. You've been fairly warned. Good luck. For somebody that doesn't appreciate classic horror, like I don't like old cinematography. Like I usually am like super against it. I would never pick this film to watch, and that's why I feel really grateful that I actually did watch it, because I'm like, I actually liked it. Like I liked it. That's weird. Honestly, I really liked it. also has a relationship with Nicole, Orator, another teacher at the school, rather than antagonize the two women with a somewhat close relationship, primarily based on their apparent mutual hatred of Michael. He is cruel to the students, beats Nicole, and mocks Christina about her heart condition. Unable to stand his mistreatment any longer, Nicole devised a plan to get rid of Michelle forever. Though hesitant at first, Christina ultimately consents to help Nicole upon a threatened divorce to lure Michelle to Nicole's apartment building in Nearette, down several hundred kilometers away. Christina sedates him, two women then drown him in a bathtub, and driving back to the school, dump his body in the neglected swimming pool. When his corpse floats to the top, they think it will appear to have an accident. Almost everyone, according to their plan, upon the body fails to surface. Michelle's corpse is nowhere to be found when the pool is drained. Then the suit that Michelle in regards to screenwriting, I would give it roughly 4 out of 5. I thought some of the character development was weak, and we'll get into this more with plot. Obviously, this whole video should be like a given that it's gonna be spoiled. Don't watch this video if you want to not be spoiled. But screenwriting wise, there were a few like character development things that I felt like were underdeveloped, and that might be me being like an English speaker. If you go into this film being a French speaker, not watching closed captioning, you might have a different interpretation. I saw some comments in some of the YouTube videos I watched, especially in regards to the trailer, talking about criticisms around people saying there was a line in the film about, I don't like this, basically saying like, I rebuke this, when in reality, in the actual translation of the film, it's saying like, God rebukes this, like God doesn't like this. And I thought that was really fascinating. And I'm always, as somebody who's ignorant to other languages and ignorant to translations of things, I'm very interested in what is not actually translated to English. I felt conflicted in ridiculing this film because I feel like a lot of my understanding of it is limited. After reading some of the plot, I understand that maybe I understand more than I thought I did. And I will say at the beginning of the film, I don't like the male protagonist, which is this Michelle de la Salle figure, right? Okay, so I'm gonna call him Michelle. Okay, we're just gonna call him Michelle because I don't want to say his last name and it's annoying. But he was annoying to me, especially given today's standards. I was like, you talk to me like that, I'm gone. You say that, I know. You know what I mean? Like, he was doing a lot of behaviors that are indicative of control, manipulation, gaslighting. Like, yeah, no. And this is why it probably frustrates me about the character development. It's just, they give so little to the women in the situation. Like, and this is 1955, you know, so like they're writing women to the best of their ability, and like I assume that they're doing the best that they can, but the main character, you're just like, bitch, what the fuck? Visual and set design, 5 out of 5. Bitch, the fuck? It was beautiful. This film is beautiful. I can, from the beginning to the end, nothing about it is distracting to me. It is beautiful. There's not a single scene in which I feel misplaced or made it distracting to the audience. And I think that was mostly in regards to the students in the cafeteria scene. And, I'm trying to give this film a lot of leeway because this is 1955, bitch. They're making a film in 1955. But I will say that there was a portion in the cafeteria scene where it took me out of it because I could hear the change in audio from the adult table conversation to the kids situation. So, I recognized that and I was like, that kind of took me out of the film. And I understand, I'm giving this film so much leeway because it is old and they were doing the best they could. Acting and directing, generally, from my first iteration of the film, this is just me going off of me just watching it and talking about it. The acting was fine. I wouldn't say that I was super impressed by the main actress's performance. I was more impressed by the secondary actor and actresses of the film, everybody else that complemented the main performance. I would say I was impressed by. Directing wise, I wouldn't say I have any really complaints. I would say the direction was probably as best as it could be given the circumstances. The women in this film, hot, so hot. Was I scared? No. First of all, scale of 1 to 5 fear level, 2 out of 5 for actual horror. Spoilers, okay, spoiler warning. What I love about this film, before the actual twist, is that it felt like a film about women in a time in which they could not trust each other, actually trusting each other. And that's why I don't like the twist, right? This film felt like a time in which women were understanding their place, don't get me wrong, their place, and helping each other to get out of toxic relationships, right? But then the twist makes it to where that's not what's going on, and I hate that. The actual antagonist of this film, Michelle or whatever, is a shithole. He should die, right? And he doesn't. I hate that. At the end of the film, I don't like that the person that was bad didn't die. Other people might not feel that way, but I feel that way. I felt like the protagonist of the film should have gone on to live a life in which she was productive and associated with her school. I don't know, whatever she was doing. It's a school, and her husband should have died, and his mistress should have suffered. Hello. And therefore, I feel it's inadequate. Anyway, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. I feel like I've been talking forever, and I'm so sorry. I really did enjoy this film, even though I don't like old cinematography. I really did like this, and I hope if you watch it that you do too. Thank you for